Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to episode 11 of my Minecraft Skyblock Let's Play on my very own server, RainyDay.gg. Now you can play this server along with me on both Java and Bedrock Minecraft using the IP down in the top pinned comment and description below. Yeah, I'd love to see you guys in the server. Make sure you're doing /vote. We are very, very close. I think we might be, yeah, well, I'm just going to wait to claim until I have 15 so I can get 1,300 cloud coins. I am super hyped about that. So, this is a sponsored video. Sponsored by Standing Idols Island. He is selling Lure 6 rods, and I did a deal with him so that I could get this rod by advertising his island. So he gave me a maxed out Lure 6 rod, which basically what that means is that you can get fish very, very quickly. Like, very, very quickly. And you can see I've been fishing quite a bit in between this episode and last. I think I'm number 42 on the entire server. So I've been going absolutely crazy in fishing. And let me tell you right now, you can make some good cash and you can get some good Clash resources. So look at all these max level resources that I've gotten entirely from fishing. And you're probably asking yourself, how do you get those? Well, it's from the hooked piece bonus. So I have a max hooked set. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's max because it has all hooked, but it's not maxed. I had to remake my armor a few times. I remade my boots probably like 3 or 4 times, but to be fair, merchant skills are easy to get. And I just got as many good-ish dungeoneer skills as I could. I bought them from other people, and we have dungeoneering plus 110. And then I can't remember what we did with these, but I think that this is a bossing helmet, so it gives you more scales, basically. But anyways, we're going to go visit his island. So visit... I don't know if he's online right now, but you can just do /visit standing idle. And if you really want to buy a Lure 6 rod, it's going to be kind of expensive. So it's $300,000, but it's very worth it. I promise. You can make your money back pretty dang quickly. So this is all Standing Idle does on the server is he just fishes. And he has this just like, I guess these are all like fish hoppers, I assume. Fish chunk collectors, whatever they're called. And they just collect all the fish that you get in this chunk. So I guess... Well, maybe not actually. Well, maybe he stands here and fishes. I don't know, because this is in this chunk. I don't know. But if you guys would like to buy a Lure 6 rod, you can do so here. Now, you can unlock Lure 6 yourself. I mean, obviously you can. You just have to go through your studies, and you'll unlock, like, Lure 4, and then you'll unlock Lure 5 here, and you can see I don't have that. And then you unlock Lure 6. I definitely don't have that one. And, again, you're going to make your money back pretty quickly. And if you want to propel yourself through those studies, it's very easy to do. So go check out /visit Standing Idle. There we go. That's my first ever sponsored segment in a video. It's not actually sponsored, but if you guys want to get a... this is a sponsored sign. I forgot I put that. But yeah, if you guys want to get Lure 6, that is that's the man's island. He's a cool dude. And, I appreciate the deal. So we'll go ahead and sell these fish. And you can see, like, right there, that was $100, and I fished for, like, 2 seconds. So this is the main thing I'm going to be doing today. We're going to make a nice fishing area. Shout out Idle. And you really need grinder on your sword. I do need grinder on my sword, and I've been checking the auction house, like, so much. Because you guys remember in the last episode I said I grinded a lot of mobs. Like, I've been playing the server a ton. Like, this has seriously been so fun. I can't quit playing. And I have a great sword. Oh, no, I do have grind. Wait. I got grinder? When did I get grinder? Wait. Oh, that's right. I stayed up till 2 in the morning in this giant VC and I made a deal with somebody. I completely forgot. I literally completely forgot. Ruination 2, Grinder 3. Dude, I literally completely forgot we got this. This is changing the game. So this means we can get a ton of gunpowder. And the reason I want a gunpowder is that I can one-shot creepers like this. So this is the highest mob in the earth environment, which, by the way, the next environment's going to be unlocking in 10 days. So it's still very early in the season, a good time to start. But yeah. Oh, okay. So I did have grinder for a good bit. I honestly just completely forgot, and I left the sign there. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. So we can make a blast mine, hopefully, in today's episode. I think visit Vlor this is the design that I want to build. Now, I don't think it's like, the best money maker in the world. And his is also turned off, but I can't turn it on. Basically, it just drops the TNT onto this block. And since these are all waterlogged leaves, they don't like have any blast, or they have infinite blast resistance, basically. And it drops all these blocks into a water flow right here. and then into these chests. So you basically get a bunch of like AFK resources. I think that's like beautiful, especially for making a bigger farm and stuff. Also, I wanted to show you guys this. I can't remember if I did. But you remember when we got prized crop 4 from like a thunder crate or something? You guys remember that? Well, let me show you what this does. I can't remember if we did this or not, but I really want to build like a giant sugar farm. Also, I did a lot of wood cutting. We're finally on acacia trees. Those are the last tree that you get in earth. Again, I haven't like really built anything. The only thing I built in between episodes was actually, I'll show you in a second, but look at this. You see that? You see that golden carrot? If we get, like, it's $18, right? So you can make a good bit of money farming. Well, I only got 2, but usually, you know, I get like 13 whenever I mine this entire thing, which I guess I could try. It's just I hate how loud it is for you guys. Hopefully I remember to turn it down on my editing software, but I think in the last episode I said I was going to do that, and I like forgot to turn it down, and I saw some comments like, Neo, give me a warning with, you know, give a warning to the headphone users that that's really loud. But yeah, prize crop is amazing. I think it's absolutely an incredible enchant. It's been in the game since season 1, I think. It's just I don't think the golden carrot prices were ever like as high as they are in this season. So farming is also a really good meta, and I wanted to build out the sugarcane farm to be this entire platform instead of it being smaller. And I think, yeah, our island has been increased since we built this platform, so we technically could make it even bigger than we have it now. But let's see, what did we get? So we got 2 more. Someone gifted me the sell all command, which just sells everything in my inventory. Honestly, I was usually like, I don't like people buying things for me, but I was looking in the store, and I was looking in perks, and it's like the sell all command, it's like 300 cloud coins, so like we could have bought that anyways. You know, I wasted, you know, some of the cloud coins on like rerolls or something, but honestly, I could have just gotten sell all. So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep it for the rest of the season because it's nice. It is nice being able to just do sell all and not have to, you know, do /sell and click on things individually. So I appreciate that. I think they also gave me the ability to do scale. So we can do scale like 0.5 and we can basically make our player like tiny, or we can do 1.5, I believe. And we can become a little bit bigger than usual. So that's a fun command too, especially if you wanted to build like a little like miniature area in your island. I think can you go any lower? No, you can only do 0.5. So basically you can become like, you know, the size of 1 block, a little bit smaller than 1 block actually, it looks like. Yeah, there's my face. I thought that was pretty cool, and I just dropped something, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, well anyways, so we have Grinder 3. I completely forgot it. Basically, that just does more damage to mobs. It's a custom enchant that you can get in /enchant. And I believe it is... I actually don't know which section it's in. It might be in here. Yeah, it's in here. So increased damage dealt to haste mobs. And haste mobs are the one you stack right there. Standard spawners, I had a couple questions about this. There are standard spawners that you unlock. That you can craft, like, so that's why I really wanted to get to Acacia so that we could start making cow spawners, because you can make AFK like mob farms with those, and they actually work pretty good. Like, you just make completely AFK money if you pump the stuff into an auto sell chest, which we do have. I think we got from a mission. We've had it like for a long time. Yeah, we literally have an auto sell chest that we've had there forever, so might be a good option. But yes, I do want to make a fishing area. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, new hopper system. Let's do this one first. Let me go over what this is. So I built this in between episodes only because if you go to Vlor's Island, I realized that this is so much of a, it's just better, I think, because you can't break the leaves. You know, there's no leaves. It uses these stairs here. So if you want to copy this, you can either go to Vlor's Island or you could just go to my island. Either one works. And I built a frame around it because I feel like I want to build something around it, but I'm not quite sure. I'm going to leave the frame for now, but I was thinking like I want to do something around it, like maybe grow. I guess I put this here because I wanted to grow a tree here or something. I'm honestly not quite sure where I was going with that, but it was really late. I stayed up to like 3 a.m. in this giant VC with people one night, and I ended up building this. But it works in the same way that the other one does, where you can just mine a bunch of blocks. But if you, like, you know, accidentally misclick for a second and you hit the stair, right, it doesn't instantly break like the leaf. And so I feel like this is so much better than the other one. Now, I built this right here. So basically, there's an iron rod. And so what that means is whenever you know, like, stuff drops, it doesn't drop, you know, at your feet. It drops into this water stream. And I thought that this would help, and like it kind of does in a way, but the issue is these hoppers are all linked to each other, and then the hoppers go over to like these chests, and so it ends up not actually helping you really at all. And I'm gonna take the lapis out. So I haven't really done that much mining. You can see we only have 2 enchanted lapis, or enhanced lapis, so we haven't really done a whole lot of mining. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna rebuild this system in a better way. And to be fair, like this system was always a little bit too big anyways. But we need to have each hopper linked to like a row of chests, if that makes sense. So the way the system works now is like, it's not that it's like bad. We're probably gonna have to also break this if we want this to work properly. I know, I'm sorry if you guys feel like you have whiplash and you didn't get to see everything, but I don't know, man. I've just been having so much fun this season, and really the only thing I built was this. And then I built like a little machine over here to fish in that I removed because I want to build like a fishing thing in this episode. Because I wanted to try out the fishing rod, man. I got that fishing rod. I was like, I gotta try this out, dude. Like, this is sick. But yeah, we have everything we'll need except for a water bucket. That's the last piece of this puzzle. So we'll go ahead and grab that, and we will fill it up with water. It does crack me up how many buckets we have. It's just from all the lava that I've bought, I think. I think that's where they all came from. But luckily, they're not expensive. You know, it's not like we got a bunch of a really valuable item just sitting in a chest. But yeah, there's so many hoppers here. Like, we've never filled this up. Even when I mine for like 2 or 3 hours, like watching YouTube sitting here mining, I've never filled this whole thing up. So it doesn't need to be this big. I'd like to save the hopper limit for other things. What other things? I'm not totally sure on, but I don't think it needs to be this big necessarily. We can go ahead and put our cell 1 back. But yeah, basically the way this is going to work now is this one will still work because we're going to have a row of... we're basically going to move the chests over to here, which means I'm probably going to want to break this. Keep all sandstone. Yeah, I have kept all the sandstone, though. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of sandstone. I even had to convert some of it into sand, but this is for, you know, in preparation of making our sugarcane farm a little bit bigger. But, you know, I was informed that yes, you can use moss on a sugarcane farm. But I feel like for me, since I like mining, it was a lot easier for me just to go ahead and grab the sand. It wasn't really that big of a deal at all. But yeah, basically how this is going to work is that there's just going to be chests over here. So the room, you know, will be a little bit too big, whatever. I'm not really that concerned with it. But there will just be rows of chests all the way to this block right here. So that is this one. So this is how many chests we will now have, which... honestly, guys, this is still enough chests. I think we'll be just fine, right? I don't think we're going to be hurting for chests. And how these are going to work is they're going to be linked vertically now, and only vertically. So we're going to connect all of these into the backs of these. And then instead of having that line that goes over on top, they're going to be just straight up and down like this. So whenever this section gets full, the water will flow it. The water will flow to the next one, and then it'll get picked up by this one. And basically that means you won't get any more clogs, right? So if this hopper is completely full and it can't accept any items, the items will go over to this one and start going in that one. And that basically leads to a system where you don't have to worry about like I wish I could make it happen right now. Like maybe if I throw all this stuff down on the ground, like you see, like that hopper was completely full for a second. So it went into this hopper. And I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff out because I don't really want all that stuff in my mining chest, but hopefully this makes more sense. And then I am going to take the trapdoors that will be in this one right here. I don't love that, you know, now the wall is like, I feel like it's a little bit cramped, but you know what? Does it really matter? Can't we just make it? This is our island, right? Can't we just make the room a little bit bigger over here? I feel like that's fine, right? Like, I feel like that's fine. So I'll break out this wall, and then we'll do what we do best, and we'll build like a big room over here, just because I feel like it's like you know, I hate being cramped against the wall right there, right? I feel like that's like a, you know, I don't really want to try to build with that and then like have to mix it in after. I'd rather just use my axe. And I did move the hole that you get in and out of here because where it was before, it was just a little goofy and a little bit difficult. Okay. So let's take some of this insane amount of wood and let's make this room a little bit bigger. I'm excited to build a fishing area. I think I'm going to build like a little separate island for it. I don't know exactly why I want to build a separate island for it. I just feel like that would be the most cool, I guess. And we could do multiplace like 6, and this would make this so much easier. Thank you, Easter event. This is like one of the last days of the Easter event, so if you do /spawn, you can go around and you can collect these eggs. You can get 3,000 CC. You can already get 2,000 cloud coins a month from voting, but you can get 3,000 cloud coins this event. You just go around, you click all these eggs. It's really good. I think either today, you might want to log into the server like today and do it. I can't promise how much longer it's going to be here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be gone either on Sunday, probably Sunday, I think. Okay, so we'll fill this thing up, and it looks like in this specific room, we have one torch. Sure. I was trying to think of something I could right-click with in my hand. I kind of want to grab some more torches. A little bit drab in here. Well, the question is, I have a lantern's chest. Okay. I was going to say, it would make sense if I kept them in my lantern chest, but it also makes sense if you keep them in your wood chest, since they're like half of a stick. Even if you put them in your coal chest, I don't know. That's how like my brain works, but I know some people probably like be like, nah, I think that needs to be in this chest or that. Just kind of up to the user. Okay. All right. Now it's nice and mixed up. So now when I go down in here, I will grab my sell wand from right here, and then I can sell everything in these chests. Now it's still like I feel like it's a little bit dark there, so I could put some fences or something, but I do know that I want to put the trapdoors up here. Maybe. See, on this one specifically, right? Like I feel like I'll still put an iron bar there, even though it's really not super necessary. Just because you have to remember that this one can only go into this one hopper. But usually when you're mining like in a line like this, and we're going to have to use some leaves as well, which is fine. I think I have a leaf chest. I realized that I had so many chests, I might as well like have a leaf chest. I felt like that was an okay thing to have. So we'll break this one, and this one. And then we'll put them as leaves. And yeah, that's fine actually. I mean, like it'll push the items into this hopper if need be. And now these items will go directly into there. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it happen there real quick. Okay. And then I want to cover up all of these. Like, you know, the intermediate ones. That way I don't, like, fall in the water. Because here you can't fall in the water and there's no water there. So, all right. So we've done this successfully. New hopper system. Okay. New hopper system. So one thing you'll notice is that I can't break... I can't kill mobs as fast as I want. So there is a limit on the server. You can only kill mobs at like 10 mobs per second, which is pretty quick. But I think my limit is at like, this is going to be a big thing, right? My limit, especially for, you know, if you're a big like mob killer or whatever, like I can kill them like this fast, any faster, and it doesn't really work. You hear I'm clicking, but nothing's happening. So it's like this fast, right? So that is an attribute. That is called your dexterity attribute. Now, mine is 8 out of 10. The difference between 8 and 10 out of 10 is pretty big, but I know how to get the last 2 attribute points. So if I look in missions, and I don't think I've completed any more missions, but maybe I have. We'll go ahead and check through them. I think I did all of those, all of those, and then we're on advanced. Okay. So you can get an attribute point with collect 500 naturally grown flowers, which is not going to be difficult. We'll just build like a grass platform, bone meal it, and do that like for a little bit. And then you get an attribute point for earning $1 million. We've earned 193,000. It'll happen over time, but it's not going to happen this episode. But the one that can happen this episode, I think, is travel 26,200 blocks in a boat. Now, you get a captain's hat for this, which is like a cool, like custom item, just kind of a goofy thing. But you get an attribute point for both of these flower missions, the boat marathon and flower power. So that would be 10 out of 10 on the dexterity. So that is why I want to build an ice boat arena of destiny plus a drag strip course for the boat races I want to do on here, a flower farm, and then that's to get the 2 attribute points to kill mobs faster. Make a giant crop farm, because the prize crops is sick as heck. What the heck? Finish your new cobble enclosure. Blastgen, you got creeper. Glass. Oh, actually, I think that, you know, I feel like I had this idea when I started building this. But see, the thing is I can't put glass here. Like on some of these spots, you see what I mean? Like, because there's a sign there and stuff. So I feel like if I built a wall here, it would just look a little bit weird. I think, honestly, we're just going to leave this open. I mean, I feel like it would look fine. I feel like this is kind of out of place to have, like, a structure here anyways. So I appreciate the idea past Neo, but we're going to have to respectfully decline and tear the entire thing down. So let me do that real quick, and then I'll come right back. Honestly, this feels a lot better too. It just feels more open. I don't love where I built this thing, but I was thinking like when I was building it, like I don't know where else I'm gonna build this, right? So I think it's fine. Our island's definitely coming along though. This is the best island we've had on any season of this server, that is for sure. So to build an ice boat arena, the only real issue with that is that if you look in blocks, ice is, you don't want to use that, it'll melt. But so like look, you have to buy $640 of ice, right? And then you have to make this into packed ice, right? Like, isn't that how you make it like this? Yeah, you have to make it into packed ice. So it is a little bit expensive. So I don't know how. I think I had like a really cool idea, you know, like if I want to fill my inventory, it's 15K. Okay. And then this is all the packed ice I'm willing to buy, because 15K is already a lot for some ice. How do you make blue ice? Oh, you combine the packed ice. Let's not make that. Let's just do the normal packed ice. So 14K is like this much. So I think maybe I was a little generous if I want to do like a full drag strip and like a giant ice boat arena. I'm fine making like an ice boat arena to like fly around on, you know, have, you know, goof off on. Speaking of, how much would it cost to make my island bigger? Oh, it's 50K skydust. We have enough. Okay, well now our island is 76 by 76. So how big is that? Ooh, dude, our island is actually pretty big now. And you can see where it's grown against the border, so leaves will not grow outside the border, which is a really nice feature. But we may have to regrow like a few trees eventually. So this is where our bed is, which is kind of funny. But I think we're going to build like a little separate island for this. So I'm just going to grab some wood, and maybe this will be where our like fishing area is as well. It'll be like an ice fishing area. I really don't know. I'm just going to kind of go crazy with this design. We're just going to take all this that we can, and then we'll build it like, where is like the most room? Maybe over here in this corner. I just don't want them to overlap a bunch. Nah, they won't overlap if we do it over here at all. So I'm going to go up with these blocks like this. It'll be just like a little bit over here. Maybe a little bit higher up, right? And then we'll go over to here. I just want to find the very corner, and then I'll go ahead and break all these blocks. And because they're so valuable, I probably should have done this with one I don't care about losing. That's my bad. But I will get all these blocks back, because these are kind of valuable. Sort of. I just want to have the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and break out all of these. I'll be right back. Okay, so we removed all of the filler wood here to get out to this point. Oh, is this not even the corner? No, this is the corner. Okay. So I just kind of want to know where that is, so that when I'm building this thing, I don't like go too close. So I'll probably go like right here, and this will be the very corner. Okay, so if this is the corner, it'll probably go out a little bit like this. Again, it doesn't need to be like a super large thing. But I do want it to be like fairly big. So we'll just kind of like make, I don't know. It's just going to be round. It's not going to be as big as the other one, but it does need to be like fairly large, I guess. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit. I don't care. But I definitely don't want it to be like that. Building circles in Minecraft is always a struggle, okay? It's never as easy as you think it's going to be, especially when, you know, you try to build it and it looks like a potato. Something like, does this look round at all? Yes, it is. Yes, this looks round. Okay, and then go out maybe one more, and then start to go in again, and then go in a little bit, and then, yeah, see, this is the issue. Now we're on the edge over here. How much does it cost for the next upgrade for island size? 100,000 skydust. Well, I can tell you right now, we would grind all day to get that, and we are not going to get that right now. But we can sleep. We can think about it as we sleep. We can think about it as we sleep. I don't know what we're going to put over here. Originally, I was planning for maybe this to be the fishing area. Which, I mean, honestly, it probably still should be. Maybe this can just be our ice arena. But, like, if I just, like... Hold on. Maybe I could do, like, this and then try to, like, bring it back. And then try to, like, maybe make it more round. And then we can just, like, cut off the excess. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. And we'll just cut off this little excess piece. No one will know, right? This looks... It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. This should be fairly simple to do. We just got to start going over a little bit more quickly here. Okay, something like this. And then kind of round it off. Like that. And then take off the excess. Let's see what this looks like. If this isn't good, I'll work on it off camera, but I think this should be okay. We're just going to take away these two right here. Again, this is just going to be for the giggles. Yes, this is perfect. Okay. And so now I'm going to fill in this with ice. Now, the only issue being, I don't think we have nearly enough. I think we're going to run out in like 2 seconds, and we're going to be broke. We're going to be broke trying to fill this thing in. I can just tell you right now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, buddy. Yep. Not sure where I was going with that one. We had to turn off multiplayer so we can open the chest. It will not let you mess up too much, but you can mess up a little bit with multiplayer. It's not a perfect system. I mean, it is a pretty perfect system compared to how it was on the old server, which was if you clicked, it put whatever was in your hand at whatever length you had selected, no matter what. That was always a fun time for sure. So we'll just fill our inventory again, and we'll just craft it into packed ice. I need to make sure not accidentally click on the blue ice. Yeah, in my hardcore episode that I recorded yesterday, I had a perfect enchanted sword, right? And I messed up. I messed up really bad, and I accidentally grinded it in a grindstone instead of what I meant to do. Yeah, we're literally gonna be broke after this. I don't even know if we're gonna have enough money to do this. I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be dramatic, you know, to build suspense. I literally don't think we have enough money to do it. Oh. My ice boat arena of glory. We were going to do like demolition derby in here, man. It was going to be a whole thing. It'll be okay. I'll live without it. But that was like the biggest section, so maybe we're okay. We'll see. If I made too much, I'm actually going to be mad. I think we definitely made too much. No, dude. We did not make too much. Please tell me we didn't make too much. No. How much too much did we make? Okay, it could have been worse. Like it really could have been worse. Now, the reason I'm building this is because it traveled 26,000 blocks in a boat. Yeah, you're going to want to probably... You know what? It could have been worse, but this won't make water, right? Because there's no blocks above it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Just, oh, I see. I gotta turn off the multi-place. I just wanted to put this in here. So we'll have ice storage. I don't know how often we're realistically going to use our ice storage. This does not go in there. But it's good to have it. I say that, but, like, is it really good to have, like, you know what I mean? Is it really good to have it? Like, I don't know. But, I mean, it seems like a good idea because it seems like it's going to be fun. And we'll have an entire chest for bone meal. Now, I think if we do ice warp tree, I'm pretty sure we still have a lot of bone meal down here. Pretty sure. We kept the bone meal machine. We don't have, like, a lot, but this should be enough. Yeah, this will be, I guess I should set a new warp up here. Well, I'm definitely going to have the fishing area. I don't know. I'm not going to set a warp to this. We're going to leave this here. But this is not going to be like a place we're hanging out a lot. Like after we do the mission, it'll just be something on the island that looks funny. That's pretty much the entire point. Okay, so you guys have seen this a million times. I'm going to put all the dirt here. I'm going to grow the wood here. And then I'm going to replace the dirt with more wood that I grabbed from in here. And that's pretty much it in its entirety. So I'll be right back. Let me just do that real quick. You've seen me make these. I don't want to make you watch it again. All right, well, it's definitely been a little bit of an adventure because I had to get more bone meal, and I just sat in the bone meal factory, essentially, for a little bit, but now we have our ice rink complete. Now, I don't really think we're going to add a whole ton more here. Like, again, this whole mission, which I'm going to watch YouTube and do, is traveling 26,000. Now, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could build this on your island. You could find someone's island that has, like, a nice, like, ice boat arena, but I think there's going to be a way where I can just, like, tap W. You know what I mean? And, like, just kind of, like, have fun in here. But it'll be fun to, like, have events in here, like, put boats down and have people flying them. Now, if I do /missions, I want to give you an idea. I don't know how long this is going to take. But, yeah, we already did 220 blocks, right? And we'll do it for, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I kind of messed 9, 10 up a little bit. All right, so that's, like, 10 seconds. So we went from 220 to 383. So we did like 160. You know, it's going to take a while, okay? It's going to take a while. So I'm going to watch some YouTube and swim around in the boat. This is definitely kind of a goofy mission, but it's fun. All right, I wanted to come back because I am very close to the mission being complete. This has been a lot of fun. We're at 25,982 out of 26,200. There's a few ways you can do it, right? I mean, you can find an island that has like a public boat arena, I suppose. I'm not sure how I'm going to allow people to do it on my island because if I allow interact blocks, people try to like mess up stuff. But I think there's a few public islands that have it. And there we go. Boat marathon mission. It only took like 20, 30 minutes. And just, I get to watch like a nice YouTube video and just fly around in a boat. And now we get our captain's hat. And sorry about that. My game crashed. But yes, we have our captain's hat now, which is pretty sweet. Gives, a little bit of water breathing, but it's more of just kind of a goofy item. But you get the captain's hat. The more important part is that you get an attribute point, and you can bet your bottom dollar we are putting that straight into dexterity. There we go. So now let's go see how fast we can kill mobs. We'll just go, I know we're really close. We'll just go back to the island, and let's see how fast can we kill them now. You notice it's like a pretty big difference from the last one, right? Like it's kind of hard to tell, but I can tell that's like a very big difference. Okay, that's amazing. I think we're going to put our captain's hat somewhere. We got to display it. We got to display it somewhere special. And I know that I have leather here. And I'm going to go ahead and just make all of this leather into item frames. We're probably going to need more than that. Maybe not this much. Okay, how many item frames is this? 17. Okay. We can go ahead and put our logs back as well. All right. And I'm putting like separate wood stuff in here. But we're going to go ahead and proudly display our captain's hat. We'll put it like we'll put it in here. I don't think I've checked my sprite in a good bit. Oh, 3,500 sky dust was literally in there. The Neocubus captain's hat. Let's go. I got kind of a long username, so it doesn't fit super well there. And I think I had some food, but I think I might have accidentally sold it, to be honest with you. But I could literally just kill some pigs and get some pork chops real quick. I could actually kill them like very quick now. I'm so excited. We're gonna see what 10 out of 10 dexterity looks like here. And we got the looting 3 as well, so it makes it super quick. And then, of course, we have the smokers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build a big area. And I guess the only issue is that it needs to be grass, right? So basically, they have to be naturally generated flowers, okay? And you have to break 500 of them. So like that should have given us 1, right? So if we go to shop, sorry, not shop, if we go to missions, and then we look in here and we look at our, and again, these are like, pretty high tier missions. They're not supposed to be like super quick. Yeah. Okay. So break block flower. Okay. So we have 500, click 500 naturally grown flowers. Okay. That one may take a little bit of time. Honestly, it might just take time. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build just like a big grass platform. I mean, we'll get the dirt back. So I'm not super worried about like losing the dirt or anything. But if we do it down here, it's going to be dark. So I think we're just going to temporarily build like a big platform of dirt. I think that's literally exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build it like up here. Again, this is completely temporary. We're not going to leave this on our island. This is just for the mission. We're trying to, let's see, I'll turn on multi-place 20 because I don't know how big I want it to be. We don't have like we don't have an infinite supply of dirt. Is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so 20, and then we'll go over in this direction, and we'll see where we end up. Now, either way, I want to start by putting the grass here as quickly as I possibly can. That way the grass can start to spread, because this may be something we have to complete between episodes. We'll just have to see, like, how fast the dirt will spread. Let's go ahead and put the multi-place 20 back on. And, yeah, it'll probably block it a few times over there, so we'll just kind of build this in. Okay, and then, okay, so I'm going to look on Auction House, because we can buy dirt. Only question is where... No one's selling dirt. Oof, no one's selling dirt? No way. Wow, yeah, so nobody is selling dirt, right? And I could bankrupt myself by buying dirt, right? Like, I mean, if you want to buy a stack, it's $3,200. We'll buy, like, 3 stacks. Honestly, you know what might be crazy? What if we try to sell dirt on the for higher than the shop price? Infinite money glitch. I don't think I should do that, because I feel like, I mean, I don't think it's like against the rules, to like sell things for a bad deal. But I also don't want to be that guy on the server. I don't want to feel like I'm like scamming people for dirt. I feel like that would definitely make me feel bad. Oh yeah, we gotta wait a few seconds. Okay, so we're just going to fill this in. Okay. And now we're just going to literally have to wait for this to grow. There's not really a whole lot of, like, trickery in this. I mean, you can see one piece just grew. We can make it a little bit quicker. Do we have a silk touch tool? I feel like we do, and it's going to be in here, right? I think we might have, like, a silk touch something. No. But we have 70 levels, so we could probably get like a silk touch. I thought we had a silk touch shovel, but I guess not. It's fine. I'll see if I can grab like a quick and easy silk touch. And breaking, yeah, I mean, that's nice normally. Like, I really like that. But not right now, Mr. Minecraft. Please, silk touch. There we go. And then if I could get maybe... Nah, I don't need anything else. So now what we can do is whenever a piece grows, we'll replace it and we'll put it somewhere else. And I'm fairly certain if we just sit here for like 5 minutes, it'll spread pretty far. And then we can make this happen. So I'm going to sit here for like... I'm going to literally set a timer for 5 minutes and I'll come back. Okay. It's been a little bit longer than 10 minutes. But I feel like a big dumbhead stupid face. You ever feel like a big dumbhead stupid face? Like be honest with me. Come on. You ever felt that way? That's also the wrong shovel. I feel like a dumbhead stupid face right now. Then you're probably asking yourself, Neo, why are you being self-deprecating? I'm not. I'm just pointing out the obvious. I'm being a dumbhead stupid face in this moment, but not in general. I'm not in general a dumbhead stupid face. But look at this. I'm gonna blow your mind. We're gonna take a dispenser. Okay, we're gonna need a bow. Can you buy a bow in the shop? You can buy a bow. Okay, we're gonna buy a bow in the shop. We're gonna take a little bit of redstone, which we don't have any, but we can get very quickly. Come on, redstone appear. Redstone appear. Okay. Let me get a piece of redstone. It'll take a second. We've literally got not a single ore. That's actually crazy. Come on. What is going on? Not a single ore? I guess terracotta is considered like something rare. Oh, 1 lapis. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm not gonna do it like that. Oh, there's literally a redstone right there. Can we get another one? Because I think we're gonna need a little bit more than one. Please, sir. Big question. Do we have redstone already? Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay. We need to make ourselves a dispenser, okay? And then we literally, like, this is literally all we need is like a couple of repeaters potentially, I think. I think a hopper clock might be too quick. We don't have comparators. Yeah, we'll make some repeaters, but we have like, all the stuff to make them, I believe. I'm pretty sure, right? Like repeater. Hello, repeater. Yes, we just need like, I'll say we need like 4. We don't really need that many. And then we'll just need like a simple lever, which we have probably in here. Okay. We don't even need torches whatsoever. Yeah, but do you ever get that feeling where you're like, man, I'm just a stupid dumbhead. Or a stupid face, stupid, whatever I'm saying. Yeah, sometimes I get that feeling as well. I think we may all get that feeling. You don't need to do this. This is ridiculous. You don't need to do this. I just wasted all my money buying dirt for something that you literally don't need. All you need is a dispenser. And no one even told me this. I just like literally remembered like this is how you do this. Like I don't know why. Like I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So we're just gonna literally make a clock like this. We're gonna put the delay. Actually, we'll try no delay, but I think it'll. I mean, it should actually no delay should work, right? And then we'll put a lever here and we'll go boop. Okay, so it's gonna tick this hopper, right? We're gonna fill this hopper with bone meal, and obviously it it can't bone meal anything right now. But what about if I put something like this, and like this, and like this, and this, and then what if I stood? Well, I can't really stay. Hold on. What if I stood right here and just went? Because I'm pretty sure that's gonna work, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's gonna work just fine. And I think I could even like go even faster, right? I'm pretty sure I could do like a little tiny clock like this. Okay, you got to be really quick with it. Okay, I've got to improve my speed here. Hold on, maybe if I put the lever like right here and I go, oh yeah, and then I just go. Remember making these old MCMMO farms? You remember that? That's basically what this is. I know it's super loud. It's basically like an old MCMMO farm. So you could probably improve the efficiency by looking back and forth. Now this is gonna absolutely like run through your maybe there's a way to like do it diagonal. Like sit on the corner and like hit more. I don't know. You could just look back and forth. It's not that difficult. But even doing this for like the limited amount of time that we've done it, We've already done, 51. So this is not going to be difficult at all. The only difficult part is like potentially we'll have to go get more bone meal in a second. It's technically, I think, most efficient if like you were to make it a little bit bigger, right? Like, I think I'm going to go sleep. I really don't want to be here in the dark. The dark is spooky, but I think it's most efficient the bigger you have it, and if you look back and forth, because it still takes one bone meal even to plant that middle row, right? So I'm thinking like in my head, like it's gonna make the most sense. You know what? This will be kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do this too. I know you guys are like, Neo, what are you talking about? Like you're like talking about 2 different things 3 different times. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make a shovel, and I'm going to get like efficiency on it because I really like the silk touch. I think the silk touch is awesome. But if I'm gonna break that whole platform, I really want efficiency 5. So let's see if we could just grab that real quick. Yeah, efficiency 4, that is perfectly fine. And then I'll just combine the silk touch with this. Maybe this is cheaper. Oh, because it is fortune. Okay. I really like unbreaking. Wait, what? I already had... My shovel had a silk touch the whole time. This had silk touch on it the whole time we were here, and no one said a word? No one said a word to me? Obviously, you're not here, so you can't say a word to me. But that is kind of funny, right? You gotta admit, that's kind of funny. Like, right? Like, it's a little bit funny. Maybe. Okay, well, anyways. Now I feel like maybe this is the most efficient way to do it, right? Because then you get, like, the most flowers, technically. And then it only replants whenever you break, like, this middle block. Or this one right here, right? So it's most efficient to, like... Maybe if you, like, stood right here... And then went like crouch, and then I think this would work the best. And there's also a good way to get a lot of flowers, which is nice. Now we'll have like a bunch of flowers, but I'm going to do this for a little bit and watch some YouTube. I'll come right back when it's done. It really shouldn't take that long. Hopefully I can catch the end of it. But if I get in a groove of doing it, there's a chance I'll just like click and it'll just happen. But we're already like literally 20% of the way there. So easy peasy. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the last few. I was at 473, so we'll be here. We'll be getting it here pretty shortly. And the sun sets on grinding the flowers. It's actually like a way better way to do it. It would take forever if you planted them in a field. I'm sure people were yelling at the screen like, Neo, what are you doing, buddy? I would have been yelling too if I was watching someone just basically make it. Oh, we already completed it, but the sound is kind of loud. So we're probably never going to use this machine again. So I think it'd be wise, to keep all the redstone and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to go get the bone meal here separately. But yeah, I already picked up the rest of the grass, as you can see. And now we have all the grass blocks, aside from this floating dispenser, which I'm going to remove, I promise. But it is really nice because, it did give us a lot of grass blocks, I guess. So whenever we want to build something like the fishing area, that'll be very, very helpful. And I guess we'll put up all the seeds. We can't sell them yet because we don't have wheat unlocked. I think that's the last thing unlocked in studies. We just do not have it yet. And then all the redstone stuff we've been plopping into here. And then, you know what? We're balling like that. We're going to have an item frame with an item frame in it, storing item frames. It's literally item frameception, and I love it. Okay, so now I'm kind of curious as to how well this thing's going to work. I'm going to repair my tools. There's no cost to repairing tools aside from, there is an enchant cost, but it never goes up, right? Like in vanilla Minecraft. So it's just nice to have everything, fully repaired, even if you really might not need to. It just feels good, okay? And then, can we sell the flowers? No, we can't. But we did put them into our alive chest. And we forgot about this singular guy here. Now, when we break this, it's going to be a bone meal explosion. I don't know how much is left in here. I did have to go get more bone meal. It's probably not a lot. Yeah, not very much at all. But that's to be expected. I mean, we went through like 5 or 6 stacks of bone meal. So it's a fun mission. You got to get the bones for the bone meal and all this stuff. But now, the effect is that we get another attribute point. And there... Wait. I'm very confused here. Oh, we didn't claim the mission, dude. I was like, bro, what is going on? Yeah, now we have unspent 1, and now dexterity is set to 10, max level. So let's go see how fast we can click now. Should be 10 CPS. I mean, I can barely even click the fast if I do, I mean, I have to use 2 fingers, right? And people are like, oh, you can't do that. Listen closely. I'm going to turn my sound up. And I could do that all day, baby. So this means we can get a lot of gunpowder. I just got to sit here all day and click. But it's not too bad. You know, the amount of gunpowder we're getting, especially with looting 3. Oh, I guess they drop TNT. Is that a thing? I mean, obviously it's a thing. I mean, look, it literally just dropped. Be aware, explosions are enabled. Don't blow up your island. Yeah, so their rare drop is TNT, which is kind of sick that you like get TNT from them. I don't know how often you get it. Like, let me put it in here. I mean, it's like a rare drop, so I'm sure like. Come on, man, give me one more TNT. Yeah, there we go. We just got 4 TNT. So I think in the next episode, we're going to do the fishing area and the blast mine. And that episode will be coming out tomorrow. So make sure you're staying tuned on all things the NeoCubist. You know, the greatest Minecraft YouTuber alive. Totally, right? Can't even make a flower farm work correctly. Well, I did actually make it, okay? But it took me a second to realize what I needed. Let's see what we can knock off the list here. So we did that. And we got the 2 attribute points. The crop farm thing, we're going to leave that there. And then blast gen and then fishing area. There we go. And again, shout out Idle. Make sure you guys visit. He's probably at work right now. Standing Idle. And buy yourselves a Lure 6 fishing rod. Dude, I'm serious, man. Like, you can't fish on other people's islands. But like, dude, it is actually so fast. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. You can come visit my island at any point. Just do slash visit the NeoCubist. Just like this. If I can type, the NeoCubist. About to go mow my entire yard. I'm very excited. First big mow of the year. Everyone slash visit the NeoCubist to say goodbye to the episode today. Secret code for today's episode is going to be 9723. So put that down in the comments below if you want to show me that you watched the entirety of today's video. We have 5 pet eggs in our RV. I was just thinking, I fish so much when my inventory is full. What kind of pets do we get? Oh, we didn't get a single fox pet. What did we get? Spider, Vex. What's a Vex pet? And Chaser and Skydust. We got to take this one off and combine it. Now we got a level 2 Vex pet. I know my... Thank you guys for saying goodbye to the episode today, by the way. I do appreciate you guys so much. But I'm looking at my pets list, man. What else do we get? Wood cutting attribute, armadillo, rare chance to double rare mob drops. That's kind of sick. Increased dungeon and mob and boss loot. Not bad. I'm really excited about the Vex level 2. But thank you guys very much again. I always appreciate seeing everyone coming and checking out the island. It's definitely expanding quite nicely. And like people have even discovered my my boating arena, which is pretty sick. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye!